lights of Las Vegas shine brighter as the countdown to the Golden Tee World Championship continues. Soon, the world's elite virtual golfers will step onto the biggest stage in the game, competing for championship glory and the ultimate spot in Golden Tee's story. Every drive, chip, and putt will matter as veterans and breakout contenders collide in a pressure-filled battle of precision, nerves, and skill. More than a tournament, the Golden Tee World Championship represents the passion, rivalry, and unforgettable energy that makes the Golden Tee community unlike anything else in the world of gaming.
I am Steve Beattie, Mr. Misunderstood, Livonia, Michigan. So what drew me to Golden Tee was I was a bar rat, Army. Did a lot of bar games, darts, pool. I was very good at pool, played a lot of pool tournaments, and me and my buddies always went out, we played pool. I got pretty good at pool. They decided one day that they would no longer play pool with me because we played for drinks. And they said, we're gonna play this golf game. And I was like, you know what? Fine, we'll play this golf game. What's this golf? And they beat me, and I was like, all right, well, we're gonna have to play more of this golf game. And I kind of got obsessed with beating them in this golf game. How has it evolved over the years? It's such a good question. Like, how has my golf game evolved? Like, you play with different people, and everyone you play with, you pick up different things from them here and there. Not everybody does. Some people are stubborn or whatever, but like, I try to pick up little things here and there from everybody that I play with. The game has evolved a lot over the years. There's been attrition, there's been click chips. So, you know, like, I'm not a thumber. I used to thumb. Like, I try everything, and I try to figure out what works best for me. And I play around with, I have a home edition, so I play around with, you know, on the side, like, does that work? Does that work? And then I go back to whatever works good for me. I was a good Golden Tee person that wasn't going to Worlds, so like, it's repetition, it's gameplay, it's playing more, it's playing with people that are better than you, going to PEGT events, going to tournaments, playing with people that are better than you, playing with people that are worse than you sometimes. But I would say playing with people that are better than you, I think, is you learn things you pick up the most. There was a shot that Mr. Temel has kind of nicknamed after me called the back cut Beattie, where I either, if there's a strong wind, I play Cosmos, so full wind balls. If there's a strong wind right or left, I click one or right, left, pull the ball back straight, and throw it out, and it kind of comes back to that center point. And Taylor calls it a back cut Beattie. I don't know if it's a signature shot yet, but that's what it is. For Worlds this year, I am going to mess around a little bit in the next couple months with the click chipping. I'm not going to be a master of it by the time Worlds comes around, but there's certain chips here and there, the short ones. I'm not going to be a long click chipper, but trying to improve my game a little bit by messing around with that in the next few months, yes. Favorite memory of the tournaments or Worlds? There's so many that I can think of. Most of them revolve around Richard King, but favorite memory was Worlds probably, I think 3 years ago now, when I finished third in Worlds on my birthday, which was a pretty good memory. Like, I had a pretty good day. Overall, it was a great day. I would say that was my favorite memory. So consistency versus risk-taking is, I try to find a shot that is aggressive enough, and I said it earlier to somebody today, they're like, wow, that was super aggressive, and I was like, no, that was the safe shot. I call it safe aggressive, because I knew I couldn't get in trouble where, whether it be a full or a back cut or something where I know I can't water it, but I still give it a chance to go in the hole. Advice for someone who's a casual player trying to get better, I would say play more, try to find people around you to play. Like, come to these PEGT events that, like I said, you play doubles. Like, a lot of people don't like to play doubles, you know who your partner, but you learn something from everyone you play with. Even if they're not as good as you pick up something from everybody. So just be a sponge and play more, play as much as you can, go to these tournaments, and just pay attention and absorb everything. I don't know that I have any fans or rivals out there, but I would tell them all to do better.
I am Sean Gervais from Cypress, Texas. I really just started playing with like friends in a bar, and not to sound cocky, but I was good right away, and I would have kind of dominated my friends like gambling wise or whatever, and it was just fun. It kind of comes and goes with like what's going on, like with the whole click chipping thing. I was never a click chipper, but I jumped on that bandwagon as it happened and stuff like that. Gameplay, a lot of volume, a lot of play. Play every day. Just gotta, a lot of games. I've been known as Soirée, kind of a play on Gervais, Soirée, and it's just like an inside-out shot with the wind. I've been to a lot of these now, so I know what's gonna happen, what to expect a lot. It's just try to treat it like any other tournament. This is a weird one. Probably the year I missed the cut for the first time and only time, and I won silver. I try to stay consistent and just play my game and hope to run good. That's basically shot by shot. I mean, if I need to go for something big, then I'll go for it. But if I have a lead or something, I'll play safe. Way more competitive. I mean, it's insane now. It's very hard to win, especially with click chipping. It's totally changed the game. Everyone's doing it, and it's tough to win. Play wind balls. That is big. Stouts should be going away. If not, I mean, the wind balls like the Cosmos, huge advantage on most of the courses if you know how to work the ball. So I would say that. Just simply win. I want it bad.
I'm Joe Massara. I'm from Baldwin, Missouri, and I go by Giuseppe. I started playing Golden Tee when I was young. Started playing in my uncle's basement with my cousin. We didn't take it very seriously back then. But later in life, I had some friends that shared the same mutual interest and tried to get me to come and play, and found a quick passion for it, and decided, I think once I found out that, you could maybe make a little bit of money from it, that I was going to take it a little bit more seriously. And there was one guy at the time that I really wanted to beat, so I kind of dug my feet in and did what I could, to get better. I don't think it's evolved much. I learned from some of the best. Jeff Harlow, Jimmy Parker, Evan Gossett was always extremely helpful. Had the chance to play a lot with guys like Paul Luna and Sean Gervais. And, when coming up, obviously that's extremely beneficial for a new player to kind of be a sponge and absorb as much information as you can. And it's really kind of helped me craft my game into what it is today. Knowledge, I think, more than anything, and nerves, being able to manage nerves. Anytime you're on a stage or anytime you're in a competition, it's easy to get nervous. And, I guess having the confidence in yourself and what you're doing really does make a difference in how you perform. Doesn't always work out in your favor, but you always have to kind of take things in stride, one hole at a time, one game at a time. It wouldn't be any surprise to say that I hit a lot of holes, generally turning one against or one or two with the wind and curving the ball with or against it to, reach my desired target. A lot of that comes from my daily experience over the course of the last 10 plus years. And I feel a lot of comfort in it, but to those who are newer, they might see it as being a little bit unusual. Out of the box, it's something that I think if you learn is very valuable, and I've been able to kind of harness that and help me kind of get to where I am today with that. Do I have a favorite world's memory? I would say, it's always good when you can get on the stage. And in 2018, I believe in 2018, I wasn't supposed to be there. And I got kind of, to the finals, and I was able to beat one of the greatest players of all time, Mark Stenmark, in our first finals match and take him to the grand finals. I would say that's easily my most memorable moment, because as a new player, you're not prepared for that. But it was really exciting to be there, and I'm very, very fortunate to have gotten to experience that, even though I ended up getting second. I think there's a steady balance. I think you have to have a steady balance, when you're approaching any golf course, whether it's in real life or on a video game, arcade game. You have to know when to attack and when to be smart and to play the odds. I think experience lends to that decision-making process a lot. And I get criticized a lot for being too conservative sometimes, but I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on, when to attack and when not to. Some of the older, more seasoned veterans have kind of dropped off, and we've kind of seen a slow and steady replacement with some of the younger guys, which is great to see. Be a sponge as much as you can be. Try to learn as much as you can and make it your own. I tell my kids the same thing all the time. I have a 11-year-old and a 7-year-old, and you don't want to be an imitator. You want to be an innovator, because if you make something your own, it becomes a part of you. And I think that any new player, that's really important for them to kind of embrace and experience. And even though it might not work out, sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to take 1 step forward. And if they just stick with it and, stay committed, I think, hopefully it'll all work out for them in the future. And very fortunate to have experienced that. And I think that, even though there's that competitive spirit to try and win, there's never any bad blood. We're all kind of rooting for each other. And then to the people that, cheer me on or support me, obviously that means the world, because it's kind of part of the reason why I do this. I mean, it's really the most soul-fulfilling experience to give people some sort of entertainment or happiness in their life. And, at the end of the day, that's my goal.
My name's Gordy Brown. I go by Downtown in Golden Tee for Downtown Gordy Brown, and I'm from Michigan, just outside of Detroit. I started playing Golden Tee in about 2012. I was on a softball team in Florida, and I got asked to play a game when we were at the bar after our softball game, and I've been hooked ever since, pretty much. I wasn't very good then, and I played for 3-4-ish years, and then stopped playing for quite a while. And then about in 2020, I started getting back into Golden Tee and wanted to be competitive, so I started playing more, bought a PGA machine, and it's just kind of evolved from there. I feel like my game has changed a lot over the years. It's funny to look back at some of the older videos of myself on stream and think, like, what the heck was I doing? I take a lot of tips and mannerisms, per se, or shots from a lot of different Golden Tee players throughout the years. Some people have, you kind of model your game after somebody or multiple people, and it becomes your own game at some point. The difference between a good Golden Tee player and an elite Golden Tee player, I would say consistency in one word. You can have a lot of really good games or exceptional games, but until you can do it very consistently, that's what you need to be able to do. Whether it's the qualifier, like today, we are in the middle of a qualifier right now, but if you have one bad round, you're out. You have one bad round on Sunday, it's double elimination, but overall it's consistency and being able to handle the nerves on Sunday. Yeah, preparing for Worlds, I actually enjoy, because I like using the Create a Course when IT releases that for this year's courses, just to work on the specific holes that I want to. And it's kind of like a culmination of this year's courses. It'll be on new tee boxes. So it's pretty fun that we get new tee boxes about a month before Worlds. So it's kind of like refreshing again, and you're not bored, and it's like time to learn something new just in time for Worlds. Yeah, my best Worlds moment, I guess, would be my second Worlds. I won the first course on the qualifier, so it was pretty cool to look down at the leaderboard and see myself in first place after one, and then making the main bracket, and I finished, I think, 13, 16 that year, so I was happy with that at the time, but this year I'm hoping to best that. I wouldn't say my play changes at all for Worlds, other than just the preparing for it and just being ready and getting the reps in. But as far as being on stage or just at Worlds in general, I just try to tell myself it's a normal tournament and then just go from there, and hopefully, I don't feel any nerves. The competitive scene now versus when I started playing in 2012, I feel is a lot different. There were no streamers, nothing like that. It was the only way to get better and learn was to go to tournaments. So you could be thinking you're really good at your bar, and then you go to a tournament and play, and it's kind of humbling. And again, I was pretty bad then, but going back now and looking at those tournaments and who the top 32 were and things like that, it's pretty fun to look at, and just to see the quantity of good players nowadays. Yeah, the advice I would give to somebody new or more of a casual player is just to play as much as possible and play with people that are better than you. I mean, it's go to tournaments. And then play with somebody you don't know. Just ask somebody to play a game. Everybody here behind me is so nice. Everybody will play a game with you. Ask questions, and it'll take you a long way. But ultimately, it's the reps. You have to play a lot. You're not going to get good by not playing. Yeah, I'm just really excited for Worlds this year. This is my fourth one, and we'll see. Maybe I can pull a couple upsets. And if we've seen anything over the past 2 years, it goes to show you it's anybody's game.
My name is Burak Temel. I was born and raised in Istanbul, Turkey. Currently I live in Houston, Texas, and I play as Turk. I first started playing Golden Tee at a local bar, and at the time I was a pool player, and I was losing my passion for pool, and my buddies were playing Golden Tee, and I asked if they would teach me, and it kind of kicked off from there. And I started playing in the tournaments. My first tournament was 2018 Houston event. It was a holiday classic. This was back when it was in Houston. And after that, it was a wrap. I was totally in love with the game, and I started traveling to all the national tour stops. And I took a break for about 4.5 years during COVID time, and I got back into it early 2025 last year. My game changed over the years by watching all the pros on live streams. Honestly, I would always take notes of certain things that they do really well, certain things that they do that I don't. More recently, I started filming myself, my own gameplay, and I would go back and watch it from before every tournament and see, in which areas I'm making the most mistakes and how I can stop doing that during a competition. I think dedication and the passion and love that we have for the game separates the casual players than tournament players. And the community, the love we have for the community, the friendships we have that we have built over the years. We show up for these tournaments because of that, because we love seeing these guys. I mean, all of our friends every other month. To prepare for Worlds, I'm actually watching a lot of film, just like I did before. And I'm trying to focus more on the mental part of the game than physical, because that's always been a thing for me in competition, even when I played pool. My favorite memory from Worlds, I've been to 2 of them so far. First one, I wasn't a qualifier for it. I tried the close to pin contest and I didn't get a spot. But I think Mark Stenmark winning it for the second time, it was just a great memory. For success and to become a better player and to be able to compete, you have to give it all. You have to give Golden Tee everything you got for Worlds, and that's what I'm going to do. To my friends in Golden Tee community, I just want to say thank you for the support over the last year, I think 15 months. I've been back in the game. You guys have been amazing. And to my family, my wife and my daughter, it's just great support from them. And it's just, they are the reason why I'm here and why I'm going for this World's title. I'm coming for the title.
My name is Andy Haas. I'm from Northfield, Ohio, and I play as Ship It. I first started playing Golden Tee when I was in college at Miami University. What first drew me to it was the big scrolling red marquee that said you could win $5,000 by playing in a round. So that, as a poor college student, obviously was intriguing to me. Always loved golf, and so, yeah. My game's evolved over the years just by constantly trying to implement new techniques. If you're not evolving, you're being left behind. So whether it's click chipping or, you know, any new technique, I'm always open to trying new stuff. I think what separates a good player from the elite is probably just the focus and the number of reps. You know, the best players are able to maintain their focus over, you know, an entire day rather than just one round. And that's probably what separates the best players from just the good ones. I wouldn't say I necessarily have a signature shot. I do like to hit full pullback shots as often as I can. And my thumbing technique may be a little unique. So yeah, that would probably be it. I prepare for Worlds like I do for any other tournament, just by getting as many reps as possible before the tournament. So I try to at least play a few games every single day leading up. I want to take 0 days off, probably like 3 to 4 weeks ahead of the tournament. Like I want to play at least a little bit every day. Favorite Worlds memory would probably be, well, winning the first one in 2008 because, you know, obviously the first one, but then would have won the second one in 2016. It was also my best friend's bachelor party, and so having all my boys from home there was like, that made it pretty awesome. This year for Worlds, I'm just gonna do what I've always been doing, and just nothing different. I mean, it's working for a lot of other tournaments, so it's got to work for another Worlds one of these times. It all comes down to the situation, you know. When it comes down to whether to, you know, be safe or take a risk, you know, a lot of times it's dependent on the course, it's dependent on the opponent. You know, there's certain guys that you can maybe count on to make a mistake, and so maybe you want to play a little more steady and just wait them out. And then there's other guys like a Paul Luna or a JoJo where you know they're not going to make a mistake, and so when I'm playing against them, I always want to be super aggressive, and because I feel like I have to actively try and take the win because I know they're not going to give it to me. Well, when I first started playing Golden Tee, people didn't play at the volume that they do now, so people just they didn't play as many games. You know, you could win a game by missing a few strokes, and still now it's just, you miss one shot, you might be knocked out of the tournament. So that it's very different now in that respect. Yeah, the best thing you could do is to find someone who's better than you and to pick their brain and to play with them, because, you know, that's what I did. When I started, I found a guy who was local, my friend Jerry, and he taught me everything I know. And just playing with people that are better than you is the easiest way to get better. Yeah, just I hope everyone enjoys watching. I try my best to put on a show every time I'm on the stream. And so, month away, I can't wait to get going. what can I do to break the world's curse of not having made a podium since 2016? So many things have to go right to win a tournament. You have to be playing well. You have to maybe get lucky once or twice. And so I'm just going to do what I always do and just trust the process. And one of these days, maybe it's going to work out again.
The stage is nearly set for the Golden Tee World Championship, and the excitement surrounding this year's showdown has never been greater. Elite veterans, breakout stars, and fearless challengers are all preparing for a chance to etch their name into the World Championship trophy. Under the brightest lights and the highest pressure, every swing could change the course of history.